Our next guest is a kleptomaniac who's dressed like an Italian dessert. Put your hands together for Ruth Connell.
She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman.
I'll take two to go.
She's a black magic woman that is so black that I can't see. Yeah, she's a black magic woman and she's gonna make a devil of mine. Oh my God, she's such a black magic woman, so black, so magic, so female. A black magic woman.
Mike is actually a guy.
She's a black magic woman, but she's got eyes for Mike.
Can you blame her? He's so freaking cute.
She's a black magic woman, but there's something about her that I like. Hey, I rhymed. For the first time, I rhymed.
Hi, did you say I was dressed like an Italian dessert?
I sure shit did.
That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. I say it because I mean it.
Is it the cherry on top of the cake?
You're darn right it is. I'm getting the hell out of here before this goes further down the road. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Tati, bye-bye. Bye, Robert. Enjoy the rest of your Nutella. He's eating Nutella sticks backstage. Rock and roll, everyone, rock and roll. Hi! Is there anybody out there? Now I know you're alive. Even if I try to murder you in the next hour. How are you all? Yes, we stayed out late last night after the Saturday night special. Who was all here? I have to say, it's one of my favorite ever Saturday night specials. It was so fun, wasn't it fun? You guys were awesome. You were so good. So this is me traveling light. This is my average handbag. And usually it's full of stolen goods. I'm not kidding. And you lucky, lucky people are going to be the lucky recipients of these stolen goods. Who doesn't know about my hotel toiletry section? Who doesn't know? I've actually not got that many. I didn't have a lot of time with my hangover to go on a stealing rampage like I normally do. So what happens is, if you're brave enough to ask me a question, you get a reward of a stolen good. Usually shampoo. I have a half-used body lotion. And the star prize is the conditioner. This all started because at one of my first ever supernatural conventions, I turned up to do a panel. And Erica Carroll, who played Hannah, she's one of my besties, she was there and she turned up with these beautiful handmade cupcakes that said supernatural on them to give away to people who ask questions. And I turned up with me and nothing to give away. So when I got home that night to the hotel, outside my hotel room, there was the toiletry cart. So it started a little tradition. And what was really great at the Giving Back tour last week was we collected a whole bunch of toiletries for a homeless shelter. Over 100,000? I mean, it was, 10,000. We collected 10,000 toiletries to help the homeless. That was through random acts. And that devil we know is Misha Collins. You know the other devil? We just saw one, but there's another one. He's a wonderful devil. Okay, so I should probably answer a question, shouldn't I? Oh no! There's one more thing to say, which is if I run out of stolen goods, which I may well do today because, as I said, I had a hangover and I didn't go thieving this morning, I do have wristbands from my charity, which is called My Hope Chest. Are you ready? Because boobs! If you didn't get that shot, I'm not doing it again. I would like everybody in the audience to grab their boobs. That includes men, women and children. especially the men, because boobs. The charity is called My Hope Chest. It's on my Facebook page, and I don't want to ask you for any money or anything like that, but what I would love is if you get one of these, or if you feel like supporting this small charity, if you could follow them on Twitter or Facebook. They're such a small charity. They're trying to get to 10,000 followers, and then that helps them get sponsorship from bigger companies. So My Hope Chest, because boobs. And you might get one of these. So thank you. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
Sorry, speaking. My name is Valeria. I'm from the city. And
From the city?
Yeah.
Like New York City?
Yeah.
Do you like my accent?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, my question now is that how Lucifer is dead now. Well, we don't know that, but it's dead. How do you think Rowena will celebrate?
My brain is a little bit stewed, and I'm so scared to answer that in case I give away whether Rowena knows or not, or I'm so confused. Normally this is when I make things up and I don't answer the question. But I don't let you know that that's what I'm doing. But I'm so caught in the spot because I'm so scared because I'm literally dealing with that in an episode right now. So I sort of don't know how to get out of answering the question. Except I might do some yoga. Does that answer your question? Thought so. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? This is when I catch somebody on their phone texting their boyfriend. Hello? Are you busy? She's checking in for her flight. She wants to get out of here. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hi. 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 It's so nice to see all your faces. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're awake up the back. You're awake. Hi. Hi. Are you all ready to do the V Club megamix? Do you know what it is? No? Do you want to shake your... Where are you going? Who said you could leave? What's your name?
Lori.
Laurie, where are you going? You'd rather be with Misha Collins and Mark Pellegrino in a threesome than talk to me. Who? Salem? Her name's Salem. Oh, say hi for me. Thank you. Okay. You are excused. Only just hi. 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 Don't panic. I've not been mobbed yet. It's okay. I've not been ambushed. Thanks. I got my jumper from a second-hand shop. I'm very proud of it. Oh, hello. Where have you been? You're late! There's only one bathroom on the floor for women. That's terrible. Why don't you just use the men's room? You need to take those symbols down anyway. I know. You're excused this time. If it happens again, I will hex you. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you? Good. Are you signing? So I was given my name last time. Is that right? Am I doing it right?
Yes, she's saying yes.
Yay! This is my sign. I love it so much. Should I just say I love it? Right, it's your turn. Your turn. You're just helping out. You don't ask a question. No. What's your name?
Isabella,
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
What do you want?
So a lot of the stuff, like crazy stuff, happens on the set. So what's the craziest thing that happened to you on the set?
The craziest thing that happened to me on set? was that I got a job in America, the land of opportunity. I got a job on a TV show called Supernatural. And the craziest thing was, like, on my first day on set in Supernatural, I'm being directed by Jensen Ackles. And my only job, thank goodness, it was as much as I could cope with. It was the scene, you know, where the dead bodies are on the ceiling. And my only job was to sit in this chair and drink some whiskey and put the glass down. And it took every inch, every molecule of my years of professional training to not fuck it up. I was so nervous. And the first thing that happened was when I walked onto set, I had my heels in my hand, because I've always got big heels on, like these. And I walked on holding them in my hand, and somebody walked past me, who's now I know is Moira, she's costume on set, and all I heard her say was, "She's really tiny!" And I was like, oh yeah, I've arrived. And so I'm sitting in the chair, and then Jensen requests a little booster seat for me. So I get a cushion. So on that, when I'm sitting in the armchair looking like really regal, I'm actually on like a booster seat. And I managed to drink the whiskey and put it down without spilling it. And Jensen adjusted my eyeline at one point and took the time to speak to me. He in between takes, he's directing it, he's very calm on set when he's directing, everything's very steady and smooth. And he asked me what my name was, where I was from. He didn't ask me what I wanted, because I was already getting what I wanted because I was there. But he said, another redhead. And honestly, it's just still one of the most out-of-body experiences, just to be there at that time, and now to be here in my 5th season. I thought when I started Supernatural, season 10, I was like, I'm so lucky to have got in at the tail end of the show. Little did I realise it was only the midway point, and we will do season 20. How do you feel about shower caps? You like them? Okay, girl, come here and get one. You're so lucky with your shower cap. Well, your hair will never fit under that. Thank you, lovely to see you. How are y'all doing? I want you to start warming up gently in your seats, because you will be dancing in a few minutes. And there's no pressure, but I will live stream it to like 220,000 people. So just bear that in mind, okay? Just bear that in mind as you're not paying attention. You especially, sir. Got my eye on you. Look a bit too comfortable there. I might come over and make you uncomfortable. How does that sound? Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Lowell. I'm from Toronto.
Oh, you're from Toronto.
Yeah.
They don't say the T's in Toronto. When you're from Toronto, you say Toronto.
Toronto.
I love
Toronto.
it. So cute.
Thank you. My question was, what was your experience meeting Jensen and Jared for the first time?
Well, so I just told you my...
Well, we want to hear about Jared.
And believe me, I want to talk about Jared, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
So just bear with me. Give me 1 second. Yeah, one of the first... I'm trying to think. The beginning was like a lot to take in. And I was introduced to Jared, but I didn't necessarily film with him very quickly. Now there's many guest stars come and go in Supernatural, many guest stars. I don't know how many, they've employed 1,000 actors over the last 13 years, right? And but I was introduced to Jared on set. He was lovely, absolutely lovely. And then I got the flu, and it was the week of the 200th party. And I was up in Vancouver, and I spent the whole week in bed with this terrible flu that I think everybody had on set at some point. And so halfway through this terrible flu, I'm in the local supermarket trying to buy like lemons and honey and like something like this. And Jared walks around the corner with the buggy, and Jen and the 2 kids are in the buggy. And so I have met him once on set. And he's red! big hug. Jen, this is really like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I literally couldn't believe it. And I felt terrible because I was ill. I was like, don't touch me, I'm ill. And then a few days later at the 200th party, same thing, I turn up and I know Mark Shepherd at this point. I hardly know anyone. And Jared's there and Jen's there and she's like, Ruth, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? And I was just like, these people are unbelievable. They're so amazing and kind. And then I think Jared like hugged me and was playing a prank and collapsed all of his weight on top of me and I nearly died. So there's that as well, because they are mental in the best possible, crazy loving way. Does that answer your question? Good, I'm glad. You're so cute. Look at you. Are all people in Toronto so cute?
It's my third hug.
3 hugs and you're out. How are you all doing? Are you warming up? Yeah? Because you're going to have to shake it really soon. You as well, sir. I always keep my eye on the guys during these mega mixes. I expect the most shimmying from you. Are you good? Oh, there's Jensen sitting there. Hi. Hi. You look fabulous again. You found the actual Rowena dress.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So, and I'm actually
What's your name? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Danielle from New York, and I was wondering if Rowena had a daughter, what would she be like?
A daughter. If Rowena had a daughter, I think she'd be pretty fucking wayward. I'm still not over that. I think that would have been so cool. I think I'm making stuff up now, do not quote me on this. Don't mention on Twitter, just let's keep it between like a couple of thousand of us here, right? I think she could. You know, maybe Fergus wasn't really her only child, you know, maybe she's had this daughter she just forgot to mention. I wouldn't put that past Rowena. And wouldn't it be fun if she was like the antithesis of Rowena and she was really kind and a good white witch? Wouldn't that be fun? But like, so in her own way she would be being wayward, if you see what I mean. And she could have so been in a spin-off, right? Wouldn't you like see a mini Rowena, like a mini me? Mind you, I'm already quite mini, so I don't know how that would work. Just younger, even though that's quite hard to get younger than me. Thank you for your question. And thank you for your looks. You look fabulous. And here's your wristband. Thank you. Okay. Right. Are you ready to be inaugurated into the V Club? Do you even know what the V Club is? All I'm going to tell you is that Misha is treasurer of it. Don't guess it. Stand up. I'm going to get my phone ready to film you all making a fool of yourselves. Is that okay? Okay, so when we do this dance, you're now in the V Club mega coven forever, whether you like it or not. Does that sound okay? Yeah? Awesome. So, we're going to start off, we're going to throw a V. V. No, that's not a V, that's it. That's like a palm tree. And I want you to squeeze your boobs together, especially the guys, as I say. V Club, and you're going to say it. V Club? V Club. Mega. Mega. Letting you know. Disco ball change, disco ball change. This is the bit nobody can do, and it really makes me laugh, so I don't change it. Okay? V Club Mega. Disco ball change, disco ball change. Hell yeah! And then we're going to do something different at the end. We're going to do a lot of gyrating. We're going to cast a spell on each other and go, spell, 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 spell. Okay, do it. That's rubbish. Okay, let's do it all together. We're going to practice. Okay, after 3, 1, 1.5. Just having a little rest. quite tired to do. Two and a half. Ready? 3. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah! Spell, 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 spell. Okay. I want to hear you, because that's what really sells it. And I really want to see those pelvises gyrate. Do you want to rehearse it one more time before I film it? Okay. It's even you, sir. All eyes are on you. Yeah, you can do it. After 3, 1, 2, 3. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah! Spell, 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 spell. And then I think we should just give a big woo, New Jersey! Maybe like a woo, New Jersey, so they all know where you're from. Online, like the 200,000 people that are going to watch you. Okay? Okay. I'll tee the old Facebook page up. Don't panic. Just smile if you forget it. TTT. Teeth, technique, and tits or something. Start live video. Are you ready? Sir, are you ready? He was born ready. Okay, it's just starting the live video. And I always have to take a second to fix my bangs because it's important. Okay, I'm ready. Hi. Say hi. There are so many of you. This is amazing. This might be the biggest ever megamix I've done. Are you going to raise the roof, New Jersey? Okay. After 3, 1, 2, 3. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah! Spell, 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 spell! Woo! Yeah! That was awesome! Yeah! That was awesome! Did that wake you up? Did it tip you over the edge? Hi! Hello.
I'm Elizabeth.
Hi Elizabeth, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I was wondering if you've ever been pranked by any of the actors on set.
No, they would never do that.
You never know.
I just filmed with them. I think this is nice. This is like a lovely facial soap. It's got lavender in it. Sound nice? Okay, this is going to be yours. I just filmed with Jared, Jensen, Misha, and Alex. And I think for the director, it was a little bit like herding cats. I think it's fair to say. Thank you for your question. Thank you. You tried to help me earlier, didn't you? Thank you. They enjoy themselves too much. I think that's the reason the show's still going, is because they enjoy it so much. There was one particular prank that they did play on me, but I can't really talk about it in a family setting because it involves lube. Oops, I already said it. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say strap-on or dildo, I don't know. I think probably Kim or Brianna would. I don't know if I'm allowed on a Sunday panel on the Lord's Day. But with this prank, we were in the middle of filming, and me, with my straight-laced theatre training, I just powered on through and finished the scene. As they were holding gigantic things. Anyway, sorry. Maybe we should ask just another question, move away from the loop. We have lube on set. Because it's water that doesn't evaporate. Like holy water, it's actually lube. Isn't that a real juxtaposition of ideas? Maybe not. Maybe you guys are just used to that kind of stuff. Hi. Hi.
I'm Diamond. I'm from New York.
Oh, I love your dress.
Thank
It's
you.
fabulous.
Well, I love your shoes, actually. They're very cute.
Thanks. I keep telling everyone these were really cheap. And I love them. Thank you.
And you look really good for someone with a hangover, too.
Say that again. Oh, she's okay. Oh, you're okay.
Alright, so my question is about the whole apocalypse universe. What do you think the Rowena from that universe would be like and how she would
Just wanted to try and do that. What would Rowena be like in the apocalypse world?
Yeah, and like would she get along with Rowena from the supernatural world?
Just off the top of my head, I think it would be really interesting to see like a really, like a Rowena that didn't discover champagne and ball gowns and diamonds and fancy things. You know, to see like a real witchy, like bubble, crone. Wouldn't that be fun? See a real crone Rowena, who was even nastier. Like really. And like, because the thing about Rowena is she does accidentally help the people she hates. Or she pretends to hate. Rowena's actually helped, she's helped them all, you know. But I think it'd be really fun to see a real crone Rowena and my Rowena to turn up and be like, girl, you need a makeover. Like, let's dust that wart off. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know, I think it'd be really interesting to see like whether you guys would fight or whether you guys would actually team up and then make everybody else's life hell.
See, Rowena's a lone wolf, right? She's a lone wolf. She doesn't trust anyone. She only trusts herself, really. This is getting dangerous. It's not gonna work. I'm so drunk. Just, you know, it's just so hard for Rowena to trust. And that's where I feel sorry for her, she's so damaged. And even if it was a mirror image of herself, she would still need to come out on top. You know, which is probably why she would feels alone, which is why she needs to play with the Winchesters, because they're people who can kind of match her at her own game. In a way, you're right. Thank you for your question. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try it the other way. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. This might break. I just wanted to do this last night in my song, but I couldn't. It just seemed like a lot. It seemed like too much all at the same time to kind of, thought I might dance over here and like do like the splits layout. We were doing yoga at 2 o'clock this morning. I did a yoga headstand, and I just remembered because this really hurts now. I think that was from last night when I hurt myself. How are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Connor, I'm from New York, and I was wondering that...
You're Connor!
Yes.
I've heard about you. What are you going to ask me? I'm kidding. Hi.
Hi. Rowena and Crowley are some of my favorite villains, and I was wondering if Rowena is your favorite villain, and if not, who is?
Rowena's my favorite everything. I don't even understand the question. What's better than Rowena? According to from her point of view. Villains I like Loki. I think Tom Hiddleston does an incredible job of Loki. And I love... Is anybody else watching Ozark?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, who's the baddie and who's the goodie? Do you know what I mean? I love it, I love those characters. You know what I mean? Like, from their own point of view, they're good, but they're just murdering people and shit who get in their way. But like, the Sopranos are... who's yours, apart from me, obviously?
Well, on this show, I love Lucifer, and I agree.
Oh yeah, I love
Thanos was nice, and Loki is also awesome. But
Yeah, Pellegrino's the bomb, right? Thank you. Thank you. I did a panel with Mark Pellegrino for the first time a couple of weeks ago. That was interesting. You won't believe me, but the panel ended up being about Mickey Mouse and squashy buttons. And I'm not joking. Hi.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm from Rochester, New York. My question is, have you ever experienced anything supernatural or something you cannot explain?
Yes. Have you?
Yes, I have.
Hands up who has. Oh, so many spooky ghost stories. Do you want to have a pajama party and get together and tell them all? Or like a midnight, we should do a midnight meet of spooky stories or something. Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of things. I'm what they called tuned to the moon, right? I just, like, we're so much more than monkeys on a piece of rock hurtling through a galaxy, right? Oops. Apart from when we're just dropping shit. Conditioner, shampoo. What's your preference?
Either one.
It's an important decision, so you can take your time and think about it and let me know at the end of the question. So you want me to tell you one of my supernatural things that happened? I've never said this in public before. Are you ready? Should I? A psychic told me over a year before I ever auditioned for Supernatural. It's a little old lady in Britain who isn't on the internet and wouldn't understand the TV shows in America, film in Vancouver or anything. Anyway, she told me a year before I ever heard of Supernatural that I was going to be filming in Canada and that the name Dean would be very important in my future. And I've never said that in public before. That's because I'm hungover and I can't monitor myself properly. Don't tell Jensen, because you'll think that's really creepy. Is that supernatural enough for you?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Thank you. Any witches out there? Yeah, I think we're all witches, really. Right? We all think about things we want to happen and try and make them happen. And I think that, to me, that's what a witch is. Except she just does it very deliberately and maybe uses herbs and potions and things as well. I'm sort of learning about witchcraft now that I've played a witch. It's kind of fascinating to me. It amazes me now how everyone knows about it now and is kind of interested in it. Does anybody here don't believe in it? Does anybody here not believe in anything supernatural? You don't? Cool. Well, that's really cool. I'm going to answer your question in a second. Hi.
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 My name is Charlotte. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And
Brooklyn.
I just want to say you were amazing last night. And I just want to know what it's like working with such an amazing group of women and how you met them and how they accepted you.
It's utterly intimidating. No, it's really on set. I was working with the boys and Mark especially to begin with, and it was through this. It was through conventions. My first panel with anyone else was with Elena Huffman, Abaddon. And you're going to get the half-used body lotion. How do you feel? That's my girl. And Elena, we did a panel together in Birmingham. I nearly said it the American way. I nearly said Birmingham. Birmingham, Scottish. And she was so generous and friendly and open. And we had a race around the room, each holding a glass of wine. And she won because she's got twice as long legs as I will ever have. She beat me in the race. And I was very conscious. I felt so fortunate to have this job and to be involved in this and to be given this kind of forum. I was very conscious as a woman to be very welcoming to any woman I met and to any actor. I said Adam Fergus, I know. before I met him, saying, "Hey, I'm Scottish, you're Irish, if you need a cup of tea in Vancouver, I'm around." You know, I made a very conscious effort to be very inclusive and non-competitive as possible to be. And I feel like in the last 4 or 5 years, like Kim and Brianna and Sam, Lisa and Elena and Rachel and like Clark, I think was here, and Kat Randy, and like all, like there's such a strong sisterhood that's really emerged, that's just empowering. Like it used to be I'd be the one female and there'd be 9 men. And there was like 6 of us yesterday. And I get so many messages from y'all saying we love the women's panel and everything, and it's wonderful, isn't it? Isn't it like the way forwards? Because men and women watch the show, right? And there's men and women in the universe, and I think the writers do an amazing job. I love the fact that the writer Rowena is a truly independent woman. She saves herself, right? It's all good. Thank you for your question. Thank you. Yeah. My wee legs. I did too much last night. Did you have a good time last night? Did you party? No, so I went straight to bed. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Jenna. I am from Philadelphia. And my question for you is, it seems like everybody has their own like trademark fashion icons going on, you know, with the plaid and all that. So what inspires Rowena's outfits? Because I love the sparkly dresses.
Yeah, me too. It said in the initial character description from Rowena, without telling you who she was, it said she seemed like a bit out of place, like from a slightly different era. And that's what happens when you're 365 years old, right? Your fashion sense gets mixed up over the centuries. And I know my body as well, and I'm limited in some ways. With my height and stuff on camera, there's certain things I can and can't do, yeah. And so in the first ever costume fittings, they had quite a lot of American dresses, knee-length, like, and I was just, there was like one kind of slinky black thing that looked a bit like Angelica Houston's, you know, from the Addams Family, and I just kept trying to lean towards a certain kind of unusual or glamorous quality, and I kept asking for more eyeshadow. Do you have any sparkly eyeshadow? Because she's a little bit tacky in that way. And so what I do now, I'll tell you, the costume fittings, I might try on 15 outfits for one episode, and you only see 2 of them. And what I do when I get something I really like, I stand like this. And when they give me something I don't like, I'm like that. So I hope that signals to Andrew and Bob which one. They don't pay any attention to me. But I love the way her style's evolved, and I love the way it's become more modern, and the trouser suits and the pantsuits. And I'm just so lucky I get to wear such fabulous things, right? I'm so lucky. I get paid to work with Jared and Jensen and Misha and Alex in fabulous clothes, and get to fly to New York, New Jersey, and meet all of you. Like, don't hate me. Well, I mean, you're supposed to in the show, but you know, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Are you getting ready for J&J? Yeah, are you getting excited? How are you? You're good? I said, oh, you're sitting on Jen's face, that's good. I think I've only got time for a couple more questions, hey? Hey, hi.
Hi, I'm Cass.
You're Cass?
Yes.
Is that your real name?
Yep.
And is that the full name? Cassandra or Cass?
It's Cass.
That's so cool. I like it. And you're a real red, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
2%, guys, 2% of the population.
Okay, so my question is, in season 13, when you froze Jared and Jensen to their spots, how long did you stand there laughing at them?
We laughed our asses off at them because you give Jared and Jensen the chance to do physical comedy. I mean, honestly, the bit that we filmed before that, actually, when Jensen Dean was under the love spell, and he comes round the corner, he's got the book, and he's going towards the young witch, and he's like, I was laughing my ass off. So then they've thrown the hex bag and they're glued and they've got to try and reach and everything. And it was quite difficult for me. I'm not the best thrower and catcher of things, and I think I had to do it with my left hand. And I had to throw the hex bag behind me and for it to land in a spot that was just out of their reach, but then they sometimes could reach. That's really hard. So it was a bit of a shambles, to be honest. It was a bit of a shambles. But during that whole bit, the funniest bit was when they had to wrestle, when Dean is saying to Sam, you're just jealous, you don't understand, because he loves her so much, he's in this love spell. And those boys wrestling, unchoreographed wrestling with the two of them. Just oh my god, it's so funny. Thank you for your question. Would you like a wristband?
Yes, please.
You're gonna get one, Red. There's one coming your way. Thank you. I like your shirt as well. It's one of my favorite t-shirts that we've done. Is it still me talking? Oh my god. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Steph from Pennsylvania.
Oh.
So this question is from my friend Serendi, who unfortunately can't be here. She wants to know what your favorite thing about being on Supernatural is.
I don't know if I can pick my favorite thing because there's so many things to choose from. Because you've got Jensen's freckles. And you've got Jared's hugs. And you've got Misha's heart. And my ball gowns. And a couple of these folks are alright. So doing this is not bad. I honestly don't know what the best thing is. One of the nicest things that's happened to me because of Supernatural was I was traveling alone near Christmas, and I arrived in an airport and I was feeling a bit homesick and I was feeling a bit lonely, which is not something people talk about very often. Oh, I'm going to give you a leaflet from my charity. And so I'm in this kind of airport on my own, overtired, jet lagged, not feeling great. And this gentleman comes up to me and he's like, I love Supernatural. Just love it, and I really appreciate what you do as Rowena. And I was like, just changed. I wasn't alone. So wherever I am, whether it's Tokyo or Mexico, there's always a Supernatural fan somewhere, and that's amazing. And actually, probably that's my favorite thing about it. I can hear some rumblings backstage. It's getting closer. Are you getting excited? How excited are you? That's what I thought. Hi. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
I'm Megan from New Jersey, and my question was, out of the episodes that you've been in, who is your favorite director that directed that episode?
So, we're really lucky on the show. I'll tell you my favorite director that I've not worked with, that I would love to work with, is Richard Speight. We were talking about that last night. I would love to be in an episode of his. It was so fun filming what we did film. Thank you for your question. What I can talk about, because there's so many good directors, and I love Bob Singer, I love Phil Segresha, the people who work very often, who are producing the show as well. What was that? Bye! later. I don't know who that was. Was that Duncan? Oh, Duncan. The last season was especially wonderful. I loved what I was given. I loved what I was written by Steve Yockey and Bob Behrens, who are two of the biggest feminists you could ever meet. And I was directed by Amanda Tapping and Nina Corrado and then Phil. And I can't tell you how cool Amanda is. You know Amanda, right? She's been in the show. And so fun to work with Nina, to work with these women who have their jobs, not because they've been given a leg up because they're a woman, but because they're really excellent at what they do. They're really, really fantastic. So I can't pick a favourite director. I've had so many good moments, and I just worked with John Showalter again. There isn't a director I haven't enjoyed, and that's the thing in Supernatural. If you're not cool, they just don't have you around, you know, because everyone's so great. You don't need it. It looks like you're going to get to ask a question. We didn't think we were going to get to you, did we? Is it your turn? Okay, I'll do two really quick. Okay, go.
What's your motivation for acting?
Say that again?
What's your motivation for acting?
What's my motivation for acting? A need, desperate need to express the shit inside. It needs to come out, and to entertain, and to move people, and to be creative, and to explore human psychology, and to explore the human condition and tell stories, and touch people and reach people, and is that enough motivation?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know if you remember, but a while back on set, you helped set up a prank with Mark Shepard where you put Castiel's face all over his trailer.
That's correct. That's
Mark
very
had
true.
mentioned that he was going to keep it up forever. How long was it actually in his trailer for?
I think it was gone by the next season. Because I said to the cleaning crew, please don't clean this. Please don't help Mark. Please let Mark have to pick 2,000 Misha's faces off his walls. Is something happening soon, guys? Is there somebody else coming on stage soon?
No.
No.
This is it.
That's about it right now. I'm just gonna,
Okay, well it's been fun.
we're gonna close
It's
it
been
down.
alright.
Yeah.
Say goodnight.
Yeah.
Get everybody out of here in orderly fashion. You know, like we do.
Just talk amongst yourselves. There's nothing else going to go on here.
How'd it go?
Where did it go?
Yeah.
They did the V Club megamix and they really gyrated, so I'm happy about that.
Cool. Good. I'm not allowed to comment on that, but good for you. Did you give away all your stolen merchandise?
I got rid of every single piece of evidence. I have
Good.
nothing left. So it's
Congratulations, Secaucus, you're complicit in a crime. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Connell.
Thank you.